Alright, looks like the frames are back. We're about to head back to the dorm room. After school. The light, the TV is left on. The news is on. Coming up next, a special report on the Amazing Commodities Corp, one of the Tanaka's Amazing Commodities program. President Tanaka's failure to account for certain expenditures has caused the media to stir lately. We now join our field reporter live from the scene.
I'm reporting from the Amazing Commodities head office, where a swarm of journalists has convened. Word has it that President Tanaka will be coming out shortly to make a statement. The tension in the air here can't be denied.
Thank you, and we'll be looking forward to updates as soon as anything happens. Back to the studio. The unaccounted expenditure has sparked a massive investigation. Some theorize that tax evasion is the cause.
Oh, there's no question about that. I remind you that this is President Tanaka we're talking about. He tricks his own viewers for a few extra bucks. I bet he slit his mama's throat for a 5 yen piece. No matter how high his net worth rises, he'll never be satisfied. He's lower than the scum on an earthworm's belly. All that money and no charity's ever seen a dime.
Well, I'm sure he is not as bad as all that. Oh, it's just in. Something has happened at the scene.
President Tanaka has emerged. He's carrying a microphone. It looks like he's going to sing.
Bruh.
Ah, my lordy Jesus, this man does not learn. This man does not choose to learn. By the way, guys, if you got disconnected because my frames went down, please refresh the stream. I would totally appreciate that. Thank you so much. Because whenever the frames go down, Twitch just automatically, disconnects people, and it's so weird that you do that. You do the best voices for non-speaking characters. I know, right? Konnichiwa, minasan. Amazing Commodities is here for you year-round, rain or shine. We have a monopoly on our cheapest, highest quality goods. Our customers' ecstatic screams cause noise pollution. Our stocks rise so high they're a hazard to birds, and we make losers every day out of people who don't buy. We're the only miracle left in this sad, desolate world. Well, that's the Amazing Commodities guarantee. We look forward to your business. President Tanaka's car drove off.
Oh, he's gone.
What the hell are you doing? You call yourself a journalist? You can get one lousy comment out of it. It's as good as free advertising. We'll have to interrupt you there, as we've just received a fax. It's from President Tanaka, the message reads. Hello. This is Tanaka, the best friend your pocketbook ever had. And what's my pocketbook is my own business. It's not my company's money, so what's it to them how I use it? Let me make one thing clear. I'm not ashamed of a single thing. My conscience is clear, dear viewers, so buy my products guilt-free. Amazing Commodities here for you year-round, rain or shine. Buy now or drown in bitter tears. Sayonara. Apparently he had no intentions of revealing his use for the funds.
Has this Tanaka no shame? Just because he made some money for himself doesn't mean he can toy with the common man's emotions. Sob. As a self-appointed representative of Joy Q, public, I have something to say, and I'm not afraid to say it. Fat pigs like him who gorge themselves in the excess of capitalism should be. Thanks very much as we wrap our special report. With no news as to how the funds have been used, we can only hope that they went to humanitarian purposes. Next up, your daily glimpse into the stock market, where Amazing Commodities stocks are skyrocketing on the strength of the bizarre revelations just now. The report continues. Well,
you triggered my trap card!
All is quiet. Doesn't seem like the others have returned yet. They all must be enjoying the peaceful evening. Even though we've just returned from school, you're feeling very tired. Well, I counter your trap with a spell. Ooh, what kind of spell?
I see nothing, you. It seems you'll never need your fortune told. All potentials are within you. You can go anywhere, become anything.
Hey, how are you? Groovy. I finally started to get my groove back. Just can't rush these things. Spell out, let things happen, you know.
Some sad things have happened this season. In times like that, the way to feel good is to come here and dance. Yeah, that stuff. We've been like this ever since we were kids. She pulled out something weird and claimed it's her lucky charm. I guess she thought she'd get more from those fortunes than they really had to offer. I cut you down to fortune telling. I have always let my fortune determine what I do. I'm trying not to be like that anymore. From now on, I only hear my fortunes for fun.
Importable, you can find a certain someone here at night periodically. Ooh, do I now? Do I now? Boom, bum, ba-da-bum. Oh man, I can't even find the bottle with my name on it. Imagine if it was Theodore. that'd be interesting. Theodore, how could you get out into the real world? Gasp! You're neglecting your duties. It also is very awfully quiet in here. Another look at the mysterious apathy syndrome. As of last month, all patients have recovered, and there have been no further recorded cases. At this point, do I want to save on this? I doubt it. Yeah, all is quiet. Ooh, there's rendering on the window. That is cool. Before I go actually put our character to bed, let me actually go ahead and see what's in Shinji's room. Alright, let's see what happens next. It is now Thursday, my dudes. 2 more days before my Persona birthday. I don't think there's anybody else around. Right, there's no menu because we don't have any personas left. That makes sense. I think I've already spoke to everybody I could speak to already, so let's find some stuff we could do. After work. I appreciate the host, Elmo. And have good luck with work. I wish you luck. Tomorrow is senior graduation day. You know you're talking to a bot, right? But yeah, definitely have a good one. Thank you for the host again. You feel normal, yet you feel tired. How does that work? And funny enough, there's like somebody who is like 1 day older than me.
It's me, Aegis.
Oh, it's Ikis. Hello. Yeah, there's actually somebody who's legit born on the day before me, the same birth year as well, which is kind of funny.
May I please come in?
Hello, Ikis.
Thank goodness. I'm so happy to see you again. I'm sorry to show up so suddenly, but I really needed to talk to you.
What's on your mind?
I remember everything. Everyone seems to have forgotten, but I remember
All right, because you're a machine.
that day we...
Don't cry.
I'm sorry. It's just that when I remembered, I was afraid you might go somewhere far away, like you did at the last battle.
That won't happen.
Graduation's today, isn't it?
Indeed it is. Indeed it is.
I'm sorry. The ceremony's already begun. Such nice weather outside. Do you remember? The promise we all made? Why don't we go there and wait for the others? We can enjoy the view of this peaceful city.
Oh boy.
The time to part has finally come.
That's gotta be the same voice actress.
Though this is our last day together, we want the senior class to know that you've truly earned our respect.
She is really pure.
We wish each of you good health, happiness, and prosperity. On this auspicious occasion, I bid you all a fond farewell on behalf of the student body.
Next, a word from the valedictorian. From Class D, Mitsuru Kirijo.
Thank you.
Hey, Mitsuru.
This last year, I accepted an important responsibility as Student Council President. When I first addressed you from this podium, I spoke to you all about seizing opportunity while you had the chance. Well, it must have been fate that intervened and gave me an important reminder of this. As many of you may know, my father unexpectedly passed away due to sudden illness.
We know that's a lie.
Sudden illness. Wow, that's rare. I've never heard her stumble in a speech before.
It's a big day. Must be tough thinking about her father.
Hey, that's the same voice as as the police guy, who's the same voice as Shinji.
I remember. Yes. With my father's death, I lost my purpose in life.
Hang on. Wasn't I supposed to?
Remember?
Akihiko-senpai. What's up?
But now, I have something to live for. No longer will I run from the future. I will face it head on, carrying out my father's will. I am resolved, and without reservation.
Promise.
I owe it all to my invaluable friends. And we have promised to never lose hope, no matter what tomorrow may bring.
Ooh. Catcher. Trustful.
Senpai, we made a promise. Let's find him. And Igus too.
Yes, I can hardly wait. Everyone, let's go!
Hey, they actually finally remembered their promise. No had Junpei. Oh my god, I'm guessing this scene is infamous. Oh boy. Oh boy.
The wind feels so nice. This is my first time experiencing spring.
And this is my first time experiencing this cutscene, so Alright, I'm gonna turn on my face cam for this.
But this season will eventually pass.
Oh, we don't know what's gonna pass
After
soon.
fighting alongside you and facing the world's end, I finally began to understand what it means to live. Thinking for yourself, not running away. Accepting the inevitable. All things eventually come to an end. Every living thing will one day disappear. Only by accepting this can one discover what they truly want. What the meaning of their life will be. I understand now why I was so tormented by my lack of strength. Protecting others became more than just an order I had to obey.
Honestly, guys, if you really want to press F for respects, now's a pretty good time to press F. Wow.
I wanted to do it for my own reasons. I realized this once I decided to try and prevent the fall. When I thought I might never see you again, something else became clear to me.
Whoops, sorry.
And so, I made up my mind. I decided that I would continue to protect you. I want to be your strength.
But you're Aeon. Anyways.
I know I'm not the only one who can do this, but that's okay. My life will be worth living if it's for this reason.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
It'll be okay. Aww.
You're right. What am I doing? I understand now. So I should be happy.
Hey!
You hear voices calling out to you.
realize now that I have friends as well. You don't have to save the world to find meaning in life. Sometimes, all you need is something simple, like someone to take care of. I'll keep on living no matter what, so that I can protect you.
The gentle spring sunlight warms your body. You feel a little sleepy.
Thank you for everything. You must be tired. Please, get some rest. I'll stay right here with you.
The sounds of footsteps and familiar voices are getting closer.
Soon, all your friends will be here by your side.
You're getting sleepier. Your eyes feel heavy. It's about time. Rest in pieces, Guy Gucci. I'm gonna turn off my face cam now.
Don't worry. I will always be by your side, protecting you.
Wow. What a freaking journey. For my first playthrough of any Persona game ever. Wow. I got you, fam. I got you. It's called Memories of You. Yeah, Kimi no Kyoku. Memories of You. Alright, we're back. What more can I say? I mean, we still have New Game Plus, but... Man, what a journey it's been. Like, month-long journey, but we finally finished it. I mean, we still have yet to max out the social links. I'm still gonna do New Game Plus. I can't wait for that. There are things I would have done differently. Things I should have done to begin with, but if I really should have played this game to begin with, even though I was pretty young back in the day when this game came out. Hey, there's a design leader named Yukari. What do you overall think? Pretty solid. This game is certainly, like, it ages pretty well, honestly. Even if the graphics can be a bit old school, as well as the mechanics as well, it still kind of holds up its charm. Even for 2020, I would recommend someone to play Persona 3. And absolutely, its messages and end stuff in the finale, it still rings true. It's still meaningful. If they make a re-release version, maybe they could have a different animation department, like, do it. That's very true, yeah, absolutely.
Here's what I think will happen. Let me just lower the credits theme so I can talk with you guys. So I don't have to yell over it. Here's what I think what they can do. Like, if they release an HD, like, remaster, you combine pretty much PSP, the portable version, and MFES, put it all together into one PC port. If they want to put in the budget to, like, get a different animation department studio to redo the cutscenes, like, the anime actually looks much more spectacular than the current animation for this game. That would actually be a big seller. Atlus would actually really gain really amazing reputation on Steam for that. So I have faith that Atlus can really pull it off for Steam. Absolutely. And if the Steam version of Persona 3 does come out and it's really spectacular HD remaster with like polished graphics and well not all wholly entire polished graphics, but at least the mechanics, then I'll play it. And absolutely. They could possibly port the portable version, considering Golden is ported over to Steam. You want a good rough story? You got to live through Persona 2 duology then. What about the Persona 2 duology? Yeah, it will take the budget work. I agree with that, but like, Atlus is still selling well with the Persona series. That's a pretty good question. Where do you begin? Overall, I definitely give it a good solid. It's an 8.5 out of 10 in my book for a game. I think, like, it could have been a little bit of a higher score if... Oh. Yeah, he's... Rip Guy Gucci. Yeah, he's gone. I don't know, have there been any other Persona games where the protagonist just straight up is dead? You get to live in Persona 5. I think Yu Narukami still lives as well. New cycle I do this for New Game Plus, right? Some data from the previous cycle will carry over to the new game if you reload this file and restart. Be aware that you lose your old data if you overwrite it with the new cycle data. That will be my New Game Plus save file. Do you regret the pain you put upon the city? That is a very good question, Hotbox. That's a very good question indeed. Yeah, exactly. I could definitely do that. But yeah, Shinuzi, if you have an explanation, go ahead. New Game Plus. And then we're gonna go to Golden. Once and for all. And especially since we could finally play it on the PC too. Remember how everyone's mentioning that you don't look so good? Because straight up my dude is about to get Thanos snapped. What about it? That makes sense, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense with the dude, honestly. But, like, man. Is, like, legit the... Yeah, I know, it's like a constant grind. Is the Persona 3 protagonist literally, like, the only protagonist who just straight up dies? And the end? Because I know Joker lives. We know, like, for all of us who knows about Persona 5, Joker still lives. Yu Narukami, I'm sure he's lived too. I don't know. This has to be one of the edgiest, like, game titles that I've ever played. Oh my god. The story is lackluster. Yukari after died. Yeah. Honestly, I might have like an anime night or something. Maybe like several anime nights for Persona 3. The answer and stuff in Discord. And let's see. If anyone wants to just hit me up on Discord, you can always add me there. The server's right there. Yeah, I might hold up some anime night for the Persona 3 movies before we start Persona 4 Golden, as well as we can actually watch the answers cutscenes together and see how they completely excuse everybody's speaking French now. Excuse the bastardization of Yukari, see what happened, and yeah, that's gonna be quite fun to go through. That's gonna be quite fun. Absolutely quite fun. Anywho, before I get too late tonight, I'm kind of in the mood for switching games at the last moment, and I think I might do that. I know you're going to be sticking around, Kaiser dude. Honestly, yeah, I think that ending was pretty good already. Like, if the answer completely, like, ruined it, there was really no point for it to have, like... Honestly, like, why would the answer even exist if it's just much more grind-heavy and has lesser appealing aesthetics than the original game? And if they were to rework if they were to, like, redo the answer, I don't know. You know, it actually would be a very shameful thing if they decide to put in the answer in the freaking PC port. But if they were to put in the answer, they would have to, like, completely rework and revamp it because it's received heavily negative feedback. But otherwise, if it can't be saved, it can't be saved. Don't bother putting it in there. Yeah, there's no point. There's really no point, honestly. So if anything, honestly, they could port over the parts that made Fez, the good parts that made Fez. I think the main framework would be in PlayStation with P3 Portable, in which you could play as both the female and the male main character, finally in, like, cutscene rendition and stuff, instead of seeing, like, flat imagery all over the place, and you can only explore Tartarus as your main location of movement. Well, I feel like they should add in, like, the building models and stuff, because, like, if you're playing Portable directly from PC, then it looks like you're playing another visual novel, unless, yeah, it would look like you're playing another visual novel until you get to Tartarus. Like, the Tartarus section is the only non-visual novel heavy parts. Now they were entirely as a definitive version. Yeah, if anything, like, if anybody wants to get the answer, they might as well charge it for, like, maybe 99 cents. Leave the answer out. People can pay for it if they want. And just keep a definitive version of Persona 3 with the best parts of Portable and Fez. That's it. Portable was basically PlayStation 1.5 of sorts. Understandably, yeah, understandably. We also had the PS Vita as well, so... Yeah, absolutely. Positively. So the Portable's hardware wasn't strong enough to have a good port of Fez. Fair enough, which is fair enough. Technology limitations back in the day couldn't have proper ports of, like, games to begin with. We clocked in over 190 hours. Jesus Christ, I played this game for a long time. Oh, my lordy Jesus.
That's very true. P4 is capable. I need to drink some water. I'm running out of voice. I'm out for tonight, though. Got to get some stuff done. Glad you enjoyed. P3 is one of my favorite games of all times. No problem, Shinuzi. I appreciate you for being around, fam. And make sure you take care of your stuff. We're going to be doing some New Game Plus. I might stream some of it. I might stream all of it. I might stream some of it. I'll decide in the background. I'm going to be switching games to end the night off in the meantime. So thank you once again for being around for the ending, for the finale of my first playthrough. Thank you to everybody else, and even Kaiser Dude for hanging around for my first playthrough of my first ever Persona journey.
Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. 'Cause now it's time to go. But hey, I say, well, that's okay.
We'll be waiting for you to come and play. To come and play. To come and play. Bye now.
I'm just going to be changing games in the meantime. Just so, like, we can end the night off properly as scheduled. Oh, boy. Sometimes I keep on thinking what they're going to be doing with Persona. I know it's, like, it's some time before they can actually even think of doing Persona 6.